Today, I want to help you discover an all-in-one solution that's going to help you turn leads into sales. And here's the best part, and get paid for it. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Sounds like the kind of thing we're looking for. But I want to tell you something from the outset. I am a kind of guy. Yep, you just throw it into the questions there. We'll be able to talk to you, Rod. Um, I have for you some bonuses. I want to thank you for being here. So the first thing I have for you your show up bonus. So many of you, when you register, you say, you know what, I'm going to be there. I want to thank you for keeping your promise and showing up. If you didn't get your registration bonus, can you just throw that into the chat? Just throw in the word bonus, and we'll make sure to get you your registration bonus. So what we have is something that'll help you with what we're talking about today. All right, looking about how to grow this business, to get paid for it. And yes, here's something you may be surprised to know. At the end of this, we're going to have an offer, something that you can invest in, something you can grow with. And I need you to understand that we want to thank you for that. We're not going to hide anything. We're not pulling one over on you from the outset in case you weren't sure. Yes, we're going to talk about something. There'll be some training involved today. We're going to have a good discussion. I always have a great time on the webinars. People there with us always have that. And I want you to have that. So that's why I want to give you this registration bonus. If you didn't get your registration bonus, we're going to give you that. And we're also, because you showed up, you kept your promise, I want to give you a show up bonus. Plus, I have a third bonus. Lou, did you just say a third bonus? Yes, I did. I have a third bonus, and we like to call that the stay to the end bonus. And the way that works is, if you, here it comes, stay to the end, you can get this bonus. So what I need from you right now, if you could throw in the chat, see you at the end, exclamation point, that'll qualify you for this bonus at the end. All right? So, yep. If you can throw that into the chat, the see you at the end, exclamation point, will also qualify you for the stay to the end bonus. Yes, and you know when we give that out? At the end. That's right. We're looking for folks who are active and interactive. See you at the end. Thank you. Don't forget, I like the exclamation point. It is by far my favorite point of all. So the more exclamation points that I see, the happier I'll be. Maybe there'll be a fourth bonus. I'm not saying there won't be, but I'm not saying there will be. You know what I'm saying? Just because I like all the exclamation points. Thank you, Randy. All right, excellent, excellent. All right, so we have, we're going to be going forward now. And if you throw your see you at the end bonus requests in there, my buddy Bilal here is helping me out today. We'll keep track of those so we know who qualifies to be here at the end. I don't know if you can see, if you've ever been on my side of a GoToWebinar, but I can see everybody who's here, right? And I can also see if you're looking at a different screen, a different program on your computer other than mine, all right, other than GoToWebinar. No, it's not creepy. I can't see like what you're looking at, okay? It's not like that. I can just see that you're not having this. So I'm looking for folks that are going to be active and interactive today, and that's what I'm looking for. As I say, it's without fail, every time I share this on a webinar, I see all those little marks saying that people are elsewhere just sort of disappear as people come over. So it's great to see everybody here, because I want to be able to connect with you today, to share with you some fun stuff and have a good time with you today. So I'm going to start off with a little story that I wrote. It starts off like this. This is Goldie. Everybody say hi to Goldie. Actually, I guess I should give you her full legal name. Her full legal name is Goldilocks Bear. Goldilocks Bear is a businesswoman. She recently quit her 9-to-5 and is now an entrepreneur. She's a new entrepreneur, and she wanted to get out there and start her small business. So what did she do? What most people do at this point? She went out and started looking on YouTube on how to start your own small business. So she watched lots of YouTube videos, and she learned lots of things about how to get leads and how to build websites. And through all of that, she wanted to learn how to get sales from them as well and to grow her business. But of course, if you know what YouTube is like, all she got was confused, right? All these different people telling her to do all these different things. And of course, offering her like $2,000 courses as well. And she was not interested in doing that. She wanted to start out properly. So she called up her dad. Her dad's name is Carl, but everybody calls him Papa Bear. And he said, darling, he said, you need a website. Every successful business has a good website. a website that can attract your leads and get them connected to their company. And she said, but Dad, where do I start? And he said, I know what you should do. You should go with the most standardized thing out there. Go with WordPress. It's so easy. So, of course, she hopped on, got herself a WordPress account. And, it wasn't that hard to set up a WordPress page. What was hard was trying to get it to look the way she wanted it to look. It was fine. She got the website up, but then when she tried to get it to look just the way she wanted, if you ever tried this on WordPress, you know the feeling, right? She found out, she has to install a plugin. And then she had to install another plugin. And then she had to install her lead plugin. And then she finally started getting some leads, and they were lost somewhere in all the plugins that she had. She doesn't know what happened to them. They're there somewhere. She's sure of it. Oh, she was so frustrated. So she got on the phone and called up her mom. And she called her mom, Mama Bear, and she said, oh, sweetheart, your father's heart was in the right place, of course. But what you actually need is a powerful CRM, a customer relationship management platform. This will make sure you stay connected to your leads and your customers, and it'll streamline the sales process. And of course, sweetheart, it's going to improve your profitability. She said, oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Mama Bear. And she hopped online and she went and signed up for the best, most powerful CRM that Mama Bear recommended. And as it turned out, no surprise here, she also grabbed the most expensive CRM. And again, she was overwhelmed. Now she had an overpriced CRM with monthly costs, and she was still overwhelmed, and her leads were still lost in some WordPress plugin somewhere. Can anybody relate? Yeah. She was confused and ready to give up. So as a last-ditch effort, she decided to call her younger sister, Susan, to vent. Now, we'll get back to Goldie's story in just a moment. We're going to pause for just a minute. You see, what Goldie's facing is not new. Maybe you can relate. Maybe this has been your experience as well. Maybe you faced that frustration and random advice that does not seem connected. All right. So what I want to ask you to do is, for the next, say, 60 minutes or so, if you could put away any distractions around you. Like I said before, bring GoToWebinar up to the front of your screen so we can all stay connected. You can see what I'm talking about. And I want to be clear with you. I'm not just, like I said, I'm going to be completely upfront and honest with you and clear with you. So I'm going to start off with this disclaimer that we're going to walk you through a specific system that we're now using ourselves, and it's giving us consistently great results at the time of this webinar. Our results are certainly not typical, and there's a good chance that you will not get the same results. However, we are happy to show you exactly what is working for us right now for free, understanding that it's not for everyone. Cool? Does that sound cool? Good. So, who am I? I'm Neil Napier. I work for Neil for the past couple of years now, and my name is Lou Hornberger. I'm the one on the right there. On the left, that is my beautiful first wife, and I started my online marketing back in 2018. And I started that journey to enhance my job. What's my job? I am a full-time pastor. What I like to say is a fun-time marketer with Neil. And I want to help people succeed in every area of life. And the cool thing is, both of my jobs let me do that. Now, talking about Neil, he's worked with over 100,000 customers to help them grow their business. And just in 2022, our company brought in $1.5 million in net sales. So we know what we're talking about when we talk about this here. So that's why I invite you to pay attention, to interact, and ask questions, answer them as I throw them out, and so I'm excited to be here with you. Okay, so that's my question. You know why I'm here. My question to you is, why are you here? Right? So I'm going to ask you, which of these boxes do you fit into? Right? So just give me a number as it comes up. Are you number one? You say, you know what? I have no leads and I have no business, and that's okay. That's okay if that's you. All right. So my question is, are you number one, or are you number two? I have leads, but nothing really. No real business. Somebody's saying they're not seeing my screen. Are you seeing my screen, folks? Because GoToWebinar says it's sending it out. I can see what the audience view is. So yes, folks are seeing it. So William, you might need to disconnect and reconnect. George says yes. Okay, so we're good. So no offense, but it might be you. I'm just saying. All right, sorry, William. Um, so maybe you're like that. You have no leads. You have leads, right? Like you were told, hey, you really need to collect leads if you're going to grow this thing, but you don't have a real business. Or maybe you have a business, but no leads, right? You're starting, or maybe you just realize that you need to start bringing in online leads, right? Maybe that's what it is. All right. So, or maybe you fit the category 4 here. Uh, you don't want a business and you don't want leads. If that's the case, I'm not sure why you're here. I'm sure you're welcome to stay. We can hang out and, can have a few laughs. William, is that better? I see you just popped back in. Can you see the screen now? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I don't know. Are you on the web version or are you using the app, William? Are you using the standalone app or are you using the web browser version? Yeah, I've heard people having problems with the browser. Why don't you try using the GoToWebinar app? I apologize. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Um, it's something screwy with them coming through because everybody else is seeing it in the app. Sorry, man. So you have no leads, you have no business. If that's you, I have both for you today. I literally have leads and literally have a business for you today. All right. Or if you have some leads, but you have no real business, I have the business for you today. I have a business you can step into and you can start growing today. Right. And I'm going to give you all the tools to really get that business up and running today. Or maybe you say, I have a business, but I don't have any leads. Then you know what I have for you today? I have not only do I have leads for you, but I have a way for you to nurture those leads so you can see repeat purchases over and over again. And again, if you're number 4, hey, you're welcome to hang out with us today. Don't know what else to tell you, but we're not going to have either thing for you because it's everything we're talking about today is business and leads. All right. So really, these are the 3 people we're talking to today, right? We want to talk to those folks that have interest in one or both of what we're talking about today, right? So what I want to do is I want to show you today, I'm going to show you 3 simple steps you can use to typo there. You can easily convert leads to repeat buyers, right? And then I'm going to show you how you can turn this into a paid service and make up to thousands or more per month. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to get started today by giving you thousands of untapped B2B leads for you. Now, when I say giving you leads, I don't mean I'm going to hand you a list of email addresses, all right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm going to allow you to choose your own leads from literally millions of leads worldwide. Let me put it this way. I'll give you a little clue in on this. If Google Maps work in the city that you want to work in, that you want to sell in, then you're going to be able to use this solution, okay? If Google Maps works there. All right. Plus, for 7 of you, only 7, unfortunately, you're going to be able to get an incredible package deal where we give you full access to our page builder and our lead nurturing platform. So I just want to ask you now, do you want to hear more? Yes or no? You want to hear more? Should we just pack up and give it up here today? You want to hear more? Yes or no? Okay. Sure. Yes. Sounds good. Yes. Maybe. I'm not sure what maybe means, but cool. Okay. Excellent. Sure. Yes. 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 All right. So we're going to go on. So what we're looking at is how do we move from visitors to customers, right? Because we want to bring in the leads and move them to customers. We're going to show you a solution today that uses artificial intelligence. It is 100% responsive and it is local friendly. Now, it is not fully reliant on artificial intelligence. It is enhanced. It can be. You don't have to use it, but it is included in the solution we have today. Because so many people are looking towards that. And it is local friendly. People are still struggling with local business and they're still struggling to get those leads for them to grow. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 steps to do that. We're going to show you how to choose the right template, to customize it to what you want, and then to go on and profit. Because what we know from research is that every local business needs a website. No website equals no business. Now I'm going to drop some science on you. All right, here's some science. Are you ready? 97% of people that learn about a local company online learn more about them online than anywhere else. 97%. 91% of consumers have visited a store because of an online experience. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but that sounds like a lot of people. 75% of consumers judge a company's credibility based on its website design. Think about that. Think about how many times you've been to a bad website. What is that? What is your immediate response to that? These guys don't know what they're doing, right? How can I trust them with my fill in the blank? How can I trust them with whatever I want to trust them with when they can't even get together a proper website, right? 70 to 80% of people research a small business online before visiting or making a purchase. So what does that tell you? You don't even know what customers you're missing out on because of your website, right? We also know that 57% of internet users, like you and I, say they won't recommend a business with a poorly designed website on mobile. Hear that, on mobile. How frustrating that can be on mobile. 46% of consumers, nearly half, say that a website's design is the #1 criterion for determining the company's credibility. And small businesses with websites are expected to grow 40% faster than those without a website. You see, see how important this is over and over. Not just having a website, but then to go and make it so it is effective and reaches out to people to bring them in. Poorly designed websites hurt business, not just at the small scale. Gap, a few years ago, they launched a new website, and the design was widely criticized by customers and even the press. It was difficult to navigate, poor product images, lacked basic features like search, right? They had to revert back to their old website. Healthcare.gov. If you're in the U.S., you know that was a website for people to sign up for health insurance under the Affordable Care Act, right? They spent literally millions of dollars designing that website, and it was so bad, so technically messed up, that it was crashing because the design was so bad. Or maybe you're familiar with the issues with mobile, right? One luxury fashion brand faced criticism for their website not being mobile responsive. You need to think mobile first these days, right? There was a decline in online sales. Target, right? Target did not have a good mobile website, and they lost money on that big time. It's important to have a responsive mobile site. You need a stunning website. You need beautiful pages that are designed to convert visitors into customers, that look great across all devices, are easy to navigate and use for your visitors, and they load super fast. They're stylish, easy to read, and are up and running even during traffic spikes. They have a clear call to actions. No one is going to pay you if they don't know where to click to pay you, right? They require no code or design experience and no updates, nothing to download and install. So you got a few options here. You got option number one. You could, hire somebody, right? Go over to like Fiverr right there and take a look at some of these folks there. 3,000, 5,000, 19,000. You can spend a whole lot of money, but you don't have to worry about it, right? Most of us don't have the kind of money laying around. So we say, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll try it myself. So I buy some complicated tool to create it myself, like with Wix. And I try to figure out how to do the layout, how to make it look good. But you know what? Very often people can tell what a Wix site looks like, right? GoDaddy. Why is it so much cheaper? Because you got to do it all yourself. Very, very basic. ClickFunnels. Why is it so much more expensive? Because there's so many more features, right? Actually, I think that number's a little low. Last I checked, they were about $297 a month, which is about $3,600 a year, right? So, and ClickFunnels is very powerful, but it can be very overwhelming doing it yourself. Your third option is, learn to code, right? Learn how to do design, learn how to do SEO. You can do that all on your own. I remember when I first started coding in HTML, I was doing it in Notepad. Now, granted, this was 1993. Some of you remember that year, right? And I remember doing that and playing around on the interwebs, setting up a website that early. It was very, very basic. And you know what? I realized the more I wanted to do, the less I knew, right? The less I knew. And I looked at code on other sites. It was very confusing. And you understand this was in the days before CSS, right? Okay, so that's your three options there. But there really is a fourth option, and we call it Pages by ConvertLead. Now, this is the world's first intuitive website builder for local businesses. What I want to do is I want you to taste of this. Now, one thing I want to be clear with you is Pages is just the tip of the iceberg we're talking about today. All right, just the tip of the iceberg. So I want to encourage you to understand that there's a lot more that's going to be happening today that I want to show you. But I want to start off here with Pages. All right, so Pages is the start. It's the front door, if you will. Heck, I would say Pages is like the screen door on the front door. Okay, so let me show you what this can do. All right, so let's see here. We have our projects listed here. Okay, let's start off with our templates. We have a bunch of landing page templates. Look how sharp they look, right? Right. We have our opt-in pages. We have our multi-purpose page. We got more templates coming soon. Someone asked, is that me in that photograph? Actually, it is. No, I'm kidding. It's not. But what if you had a health and fitness thing, right? You could use this template right out of the gate. All right, let's go with something selling a house. Okay, we'll go with real estate. So we're going to call this one real estate. All right, and my company. Now you're thinking, Lou, why do I have to pick a company for it? Remember, I told you this is the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more. So I'm just going to pick my name and my company. Now I'm going to generate this page. You know, already called real estate. We'll call this real estate 2. All right. So now we're creating the page. All right. So project successfully created. So now what it's doing is it's creating a copy of my template so that I'm able to now look at it and do the editing for it. You'll see it's a very responsive editor. And this kind of things you can do, you're not limited. You're gonna anything you can imagine you can do, you can do. So here we are, it's been created. We're gonna go in and edit this. All right, so you see here it's already designed for real estate, which is a very lucrative niche, okay? So now let's say I wanted to add, say, an image somewhere. I grab it here, drag it over. Now anywhere you see that green line showing up, anywhere I put that green line, it's going to give me the place to put the image. All right, I'm going to throw it right there. Okay, so now I can now go here and change my image, right? I'm going to delete that. But you see how now I've created one page. I can just go in here, double click, and I'm going to say real estate is my life. All right. You see how quickly I change that? Here is a form where people can put their information in right away. We'll touch on more on that in a moment. But all these pieces here, now you say, well, Lou, that's a nice page, but I thought you said you can build websites with it. You know, good question. You're right. So I come in here, I click this plus sign. Now I create a new page, and we'll make this page called photos. Okay. We'll just set this up, photos. So now I've created a second page. I can go edit that page. Now I've got my blank template to start with. Okay. So I'm going to summon here. I'm going to set up 2 columns, right? Here's the information. Here's a photo here. And I'm going to throw my image. I'm going to throw another image in here. You see how I can just drag and drop these pieces in here. I can put a countdown in, right? I don't want it there. I can just drag and drop it down to the bottom there. So it's more, I've missed the wrong thing there. I'm going to drag all these pieces down here. You see how each one is separate, right? Or I can grab the whole countdown and move it. All right, so that's how moving the pieces around, that's how that works. Another cool thing, let me hop back up. Now you see how each page is here. The whole funnel is here. And I can go back to my index, which is the main page if you don't speak internet. One of the things, somebody says it kind of looks like Elementor in the sense that it's a web editor. I would say that, Dan. Really, it's a lot more responsive, I found, than Elementor. So, for example, I come in here, and if you want to move around, you were asking about bullets, right, Dan? Yeah, just grab them here. I can put them anywhere I want. Move the bullet individual from the product, from the item, and just grab it and move it around here. If I want to add text section there we go. Custom HTML, I can put a whole Google map in there. Do you need to have the domain name to upload this finished product to? Well, here's the cool thing. Is it Jesu? Is that how you pronounce your name, or Yesu? How do you pronounce your name? Jisoo. Oh gosh, man, I would have gotten there eventually. Sorry about that. Jisoo. All right, so Jisoo, you can host it completely on our servers, right? Or here's the cool thing, you can download it. I click here. Now I've downloaded the entire website. Each page was separated by folders. I get all the HTML, all the CSS, all the images already. Then I can just take that and upload it to another web server, and I can sell these because you get a commercial license with this. You can sell these over and over again, right? So every real estate agent you want, like my brother's a real estate agent, so I can make up a page like this for him. I can sell it to him, right? I make him pay through the nose, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, Jisoo. All right. So you see that's how I can also now talk about responsiveness. Here, I click on here. We see it is on tablet, right? And I click here. Now I can see it on mobile. See how there's nothing like hanging out, fell off the page or anything like that. It's all right here for us, right? If it doesn't fit in, it removes it. So we have that, boom, 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 all is set up. Okay, so I save that. I'm going to come back to this in a moment here. I'm going to add in a, what's it called? A form. I want to add a form here. Boom, there's a form. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to save that. Okay, I can also come in here and I can edit the code. You see you've got the HTML here, the CSS, all that information here. I can play around with that. I can export that directly. Okay, good. All right, so now, gotta hit export. Page save. I hit the page save button. Sorry. All right. So we're going to come back out here. So you see that's how straightforward and powerful it is. But oh, I wanted to show you that piece. Yeah. Yeah. So it also, this button down here, this is our artificial intelligence, right? So if I want to, let's come back in here. I want to get a new headline. All right. I want to get a new headline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to say to my prompt, I'm going to say, give me a short, persuasive, yeah, good spelling there, buddy. Persuasive headline for a real estate agent who is fun to work with, but delivers results. All right, good prompt there, right? So we'll say real estate, realtor, headline. Okay, and we're going to leave this. Let's come off of professional. Let's go creative. I want to go full on humorous. I want to go creative. Okay, so we're going to say generate. All right, so now I have ready for a real estate adventure. Pin down your dream home with our fun, results-driven realtor. All right, so I'm going to grab this puppy here. Copy. So I can hit the copy button here. All right, I come over here, paste it in. Okay. And yep, that's good. All right, I'm going to save that too, because then I have it in my history. There it is, right there. I can go back to that. All right, so SEO, we come up here. We can delete it, the page. We can duplicate the page, right? We come into our SEO settings. There you go. And of course, you can put in as much SEO as you want. You have full editing capabilities. You can adjust come in here. You can adjust where'd it go here? There we go. We come in here and we have full adjustments of the menu. What were you asking there? Menu options. There you go. Menu bar and settings for that. Set up your ID and your text there. Fully adjust those there. Right, nav bar, menu. All right. Looking for headers. Yeah, so you put in your custom HTML, your text section, text block. Move that down there. There it is. Right. And then you can come in here and where to go here? You can edit your SEO. We talked about that. You can edit your headings. All your stuff, all your HTML is fully customizable. All right, and then the fun thing, you come to this piece, and this is where you can jump around. This full map here of every piece that you can jump around to. You click on that, it'll take you can turn it off, turn it on. You see how it disappears, the word real estate over here. Boom, boom. I can turn off the map that's down here, put the map back on, turn off the form, right? Or jump around so I can easily navigate through everything that I need to go to. Right, so yeah, you get plenty of words to use here. It's built right in. And yes, you can upgrade. All right. So you have general controls, tons of different controls. Flex how it moves around on the page, your dimensions for it, your padding, your typography. Probably curving, probably decoration, your background, the borders, that sort of thing, and anything extra that goes along with that particular feature. Right, your opacity, your transition, your transformation, all that is built in. Save that, and then hop back out here. Get rid of that. All right, so that is pages. Thoughts? Interesting? But like I said, this is just the beginning. That's not the real key I want to talk about right now. But I want to get back to our story with Goldilocks Bear. But I want you to see one of the things that we're talking about today. So when we last saw Goldie, things were not going well, if you remember. But she was just making call to her best friend in the world, her little sister, Susan. Now, while her sister's name was Susan, everybody just called her Baby Bear. All right? Baby Bear. And she suggested something that was designed for what she wanted to do. Something all in one that would deal with all her problems quickly and easily. That's what she was looking for. Okay, so let me hop over here. Bum, bum, bum. Good. So let me ask you if you have any questions right now. We went over the pages piece. We're going to move into the convert lead in a moment here, but I don't want to go anywhere without answering any questions you have about pages. All right. Yes, it's pure HTML, so anything you download, you can use. And yes, if you you can download it and use over and over again. Okay. Good. Yes. And you have commercial license, so you can sell it as many times as you want. You sell for whatever price you think is appropriate. You do not have to give Neil or me a cut of it. Okay. You keep 100% of it. Okay. So now Baby Bear suggested something. And so real quick, they both drove home and got on a Zoom call together. And because Baby Bear said, you know what? I have something that'll be just right. See what I did there? So Goldilocks and her got on a Zoom call, and she showed her something that would let her build that awesome website and gather leads that she could nurture and then turn them into paying customers. Not only paying customers, but repeat paying customers. So I'm going to show you what we're talking about today, which is the rest, if you will, the rest of the where'd it go? There it is. The rest of the iceberg. I'm sticking with my illustration there. All right. So what we have here is called convert lead. All right. In convert lead, pages. We were just on pages up here. This is the pages piece. You click here, it'll take you over to pages. We're not doing that because I already showed you that. I want to show you how that basic thing works, right? But the really big thing comes into here. This is lead collection and lead management, lead nurturing. Many of you aren't familiar with that concept of lead nurturing. The idea is, oh, I get a lead and I sell them. No, there's so much more to lead nurturing that science has shown us over the past few years that research has been done on how soon you need to interact with people, how you have to have multiple points of contact. And some of this is familiar to you because you've done this kind of thing. You understand what we're talking about. So I'm going to go, like I told you, we have a company. Like, here's my company, right? Lose my company. So I'm going to come into what my campaigns are. Now, we were just working with real estate agents, right? So we're going to create a campaign for bringing in real estate agents. So let's say we have a product that we sell, say a WordPress plugin that is made for realtors. So that's the product, whether we're an affiliate for it or it's something we wrote ourselves, whatever it is, we're going to promote this. So what do we need? We need realtors. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create a campaign. Somebody throw in the chat, give me the name of a city. I need a city. All right. Is Bowie? Where is Bowie? What state is that in? Maryland. All right. I've not heard of it, but I'll take your word for it, Jisoo. All right. So I'm going to choose my company. I'm going to just throw a number in here for now. This is something we're developing right now. I'm going to save this. Okay. So now we have, here is our thing. Where'd it go? Realtors in Bowie, Maryland. All right. If we get nobody in Bowie, I'm going to understand why. I've not heard of it before. Is it closer to DC or closer to Baltimore? Okay. Okay. All right. So now we're going to come in here. We're going to look at, we're inside the campaign here. Now, what do we have in the campaign is we're going to have automations, integrations. All right. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to create a new integration. What's this integration going to be? This is going to be realtor website. All right. So what do we do? Here's our integrations. We have Facebook leads. We have Zapier. So if you use Zapier, you have like 3,000 or 4,000 different products that will interface with Zapier. We interface with Zapier so you can use it automatically. We have opt-in form, just a straight up opt-in form. Webhook, which is a little more technical, but if you know what that is, it's here. It's a good thing. The product Unbounce, the page Instapage, and ClickFunnels all work together. We're just going to go with a simple opt-in form, right? And we're going to assign these all to me. Now, these are agents, right? Each company can have multiple agents. This is just my company. I'm a solopreneur, so I'm only assigning it to me. But the cool thing is, this gives me the ability to grow and to add other agents down the line. And I can assign it to them on a rotating basis, on how busy they are. I can decide how I want to assign to them. And there's also a way for me to check up and see how well they're doing. So you can see here, no leads have come in on this opt-in form, right? None have converted, none have been contacted, none have been missed because we haven't started yet, okay? So then I'm going to say, well, what do I want to happen when people opt in, right? We know what an opt-in form is. We're going to give them a lead magnet or something. Well, we're going to say we're going to create an automation. And this is where it's really sweet. This can be really, really powerful here. So let's say the first thing they do, they put in their name, their phone number. We're going to send them a text message, right? And we're going to say, welcome aboard. Reply to this text with hello, and we'll send you your download link, right? Maybe we promised them a white paper download link, right? We promise them a white paper that they're going to get on realtors in their area, so sales in their area. So we say send. Now, automatically, once we send them a text message, it says, hey, do you want to, what happens when they reply to the SMS, right? So I'm going to click on this, the reply. Do we want it to be on any reply? This is really cool here. Or do we want it to have a condition, right? So we want that condition to be the word must contain hello. So now the word hello is in there, right? Boom, boom, boom. So now once they reply and they say hello, then we're going to continue in the process and send them a text message. Here's your link. Okay, Rod. And we say save. All right, so now they get a second text message with their information. Now, what if, let's say, the next thing we want to do is we want to reach out to them via email. So we're going to send them an email, and we're going to say, welcome. Now, here's another place we can bring in our artificial intelligence. Write me a brief email welcoming a new realtor to our list and give him the link to the promised white paper on his local realty forecast. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to say realtor email clever. I ask for it to be clever, make it professional. Okay, so now we get the email. It's generating the email for us. And okay, so we got something here. Boom, 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 boom. You got that below. All right. There's our email. Okay, subject, welcome to our team. So I'm going to grab this here, paste this over here. I clicked away. Anyway, so you paste that email in here and send that off. Okay, so now you got an email. And you're thinking, but Lou, what about my team? Well, I want to be notified when something new comes in. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to add another automation. That's an agent notification. I'm going to do this right away, 1 minute later, and say, yo, go check the app. You got a new lead. All right. Now, why do I say that? Because there's an app for this. Not only is it a website, but there's an iOS app and there is a Android app. So that is what you can do is connect with your agents so they know something new came in. And of course, then you can continue. Also, what you might want to add in here is a change in your status for the lead, right? Lead status change, set the status to contacted via SMS. So I can say right away, 1 minute later, I can say once they've been contacted via SMS, that way I can track them. You see, one of the hardest things, biggest problem in our industry is things just disappear. People fall through the cracks. And what this product does is it allows us so they don't fall through the cracks because we're constantly reaching out to them through automation. We're constantly tracking them. We're keeping our agents accountable to it, right? We're reaching out to our agents and saying, hey, did you do what you're supposed to do? Did you follow up on this guy? Because if we don't stay connected to our leads, we will lose them. And that's money walking out the door, right? Okay. So that's how the automations work. Now, let me show you how this interacts with pages. Yeah, we can zoom in here. See, that way we can get a little better detail of what's happening here. All right, So I'm going to hop back out to my companies here, and then I'm going to go over to my pages. All right, so I can come back into real estate here. Now remember, in real estate, we put a form, right? So here's the form we added, right? I'm going to grab this form here. Go up. There I am. Oh, right there. Go to my form. Now when I go to my form, I go to my settings. Now here's the fun thing. Right off the bat, I can say, send this form data to an integration. And it says, oh, cool, Lou, which campaign do you want to do it with? Oh, I want to do it with, remember, this is all one product here. I want to do it with my realtors in Bowie, Maryland, right? And then, well, which integration? Well, this one only have one, but I could go back and I could add additional integrations in this campaign. Where'd it go? Realtors in Bowie. I can add additional integrations. I can add Facebook ads, right? And send them to me as well. So now I have an additional thing that I can reach out to, right? And I have to reload the page for it to show. But I'm going to go with the realtor website information, and I can also submit it. I'm sorry. I can also redirect on submission. So that at the end, I can send them to Google.com, wherever I'm sending them to. Maybe it's a sales page I send them to. Maybe it's a place where they can register for a call with me. Whatever you need to do. All right. So that's how that works. So that's how they work together. Remember, I told you so at the tip of the iceberg, you're able to bring all these pieces together and to bring in to nurture your leads, to use the artificial intelligence, to use, let me save this, to use all of the pieces that we've given you here. You can track all different companies. Now, we're also giving you the ability to hand out access to this. So you can set it up so only your agents will see who's assigned to them. You can set it up so the companies you have, that you have your agency, they can only see their leads, right? You can see the leads. Now, this is everybody leads, right? But you can separate them so the company only sees their own. You can also set up multiple agents that you can track to give them access to it. And all this can be exported as PDF and CSV as well. There's plenty of help. Come over here to the help links. Tons. You see each one of these 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 6 more, 1 more. Plenty of information for you to learn all about it. All right, so that's all what's included in here. So I want to ask you kind of a crash course here on all the pieces to allow you to connect with your people over and over. And you see how I have multiple ones in here, multiple. And I'm going to have for you unlimited campaigns. I'm going to give you unlimited interactions, unlimited leads, unlimited integrations. So let me ask you, what do you think? What do you think? 1, meh. 5, yeah, I like it. Somewhere up to a 10. I want it now. Where are you at? Somewhere between 1 to 10. 8s, 7s, 9, 10, 11. I like 11. One of my favorite numbers. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so folks are seeing this and they're understanding what can be done with it. There's so much that's possible here. And I want to understand that the idea here is that you're bringing these leads in clever ways. You're driving that traffic to it. You're using your SEO. You're reaching out to people, connecting with them, whether it be on Facebook leads. Remember, Zapier is going to work with everything out there. Any platform that works is going to work with Zapier, whether it be Google ads, Pinterest ads, Facebook ads, everything. You'll be able to connect to this automatically to bring these leads in and then to nurture. It doesn't matter where that lead came from. They're going to be nurtured using your integration once they're added to that campaign. And you have multiple campaigns working out. And we're going to give you unlimited access to leads, unlimited access to integrations. All those pieces are coming at you. But one of the things that we face are there's these 3 big problems in small business. And maybe you can relate to some of these, right? Number 1 is getting leads, right? Getting leads can be real tough. Fortunately, I told you I'm going to give you something that'll get you started today with leads. Didn't I say that? I did say that. So what I have for you today is a little thing we like to call KV Leads. KV Leads is something that's included with today. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you 10,000 leads. Now, like I said, I'm not just giving you an email list, right? So let's say, where were we? I'm going to say Google. There's 4 ways we can use KV Leads. I'm going to start at the bottom here. The first one is, the middle here, the Google Places. And this is the one I said. If you have a city or a town that is in Google Maps, then you can use our KV Leads. Because what it does is, if you've been on Google Maps, you know that there's an option there when you drive. Like my daughter and I, we're driving out to Ohio, right? I'm in Philly. We're driving out to Ohio, so we got a good drive. And we say, we want to find a pizza place along the way. So you know that little search icon, the little magnifying glass in Google Maps? Click on that, and I say pizza place along the way, right? And then it gave me places along the way. Google gave me places. See what it is? So the Google Places API is what tracks that information and makes it available in Google Maps. So as long as it exists on Google Maps, you're going to be able to reach out and get information about these places. All right? That's why Google Places is so powerful, because people are constantly updating it, whether it be the Google My Business listing or their website, that Google is crawling. We also give you an online B2B database. This allows you to grab information about companies online, including their size and location. We're giving you a local B2B database, which is great because in this one, you can identify the person you need to talk to, the decision maker, right? If you have a sales management tool, it'll give you the sales manager. If you have an accounting tool, it'll give you the head of finance, VP of finance, CFO, whatever it may be. And it'll also give you the page scraper, which works with these other apps. Those work by itself as well. I'll show you how that works real quick here, just using the Google Places. So we're searching for new leads, and we're looking for realtors in Bowie, Maryland. All right, I'm going to copy that, go to Bowie, Maryland, and we're looking for realtors, real estate agents. I'm only going to ask for 20 leads just so it doesn't take us as long. I'm going to click on Create Campaign. All right, so thanks, now. We're going to reload this. All right, it's only giving me 4 realtors in Bowie. All right, so I'm going to trust you on this. It's a real place, Jisoo. All right. But we get these 4 here, and you're like, well, what do we have here? Well, we get their phone number, their website, their Google Maps, because remember, the API for Google Places is connected ideally, initially, for Google Maps. All right, and I'm going to get their rating. This is interesting, too. If you ever do any work with reputation management, this is information you can sell to reputation management agencies, right? I'm telling you, you get full commercial license to use all this stuff. Like these guys, 13 reviews and only 3.9 stars. Only 13. That's a quick thing to fix, right? 8 reviews at 4.9, which means they're right on the cusp of really losing. So you can help them, right? 275. This seems pretty strong. Maybe not a client for that kind of thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a scraper campaign. I'll click on this green button up here. And what it does is it brings us into the page scraper, all right? So that's not what I want. And then what we can put here is a domain and scrape it from that. We can paste in a TXT file or a CSV file, grab the domains, or we can copy and paste in here up to 1,000 domains. We only have 4 here, so we're going to go with those. We're going to click on Create Campaign, which won't take us as long. All right, so now it's processing those sites. And what it's doing is it's looking at them. I'm going to click and reload here. All right, I'm going to click and reload again. Now we have all 4 of them. We see here 2 of them, their email server is disabled. They don't have access to it on this domain. All right, so maybe that's a service you can offer. It's their own domain, right? They all have SSL. Now, this is one of the fastest, cheapest things you can do is set up an SSL for somebody. It's usually free, but you can offer that as a free, kind of like your own lead magnet, your foot in the door if you're offering services. One of them has WordPress. So if you were selling that WordPress plugin, this would be the one you would go to, right? Then I can say, give me that lead from that one. Now, the cool thing is I also get their email address. I get their phone numbers we showed you, and I also get their social media information. Right, and I look in here and I see these guys are on Facebook. Well, now if they're on Facebook, that means I can also go in and look and see if they're doing Facebook ads. Right, there's a way to look at their company site, and you look at their page visibility, page transparency. It'll show you if they're doing advertising. If they're not, that's a great way for you to step in and offer that as a service. You're like, Lou, but I don't do service Facebook ads. No, but there are other people out there, like on Fiverr. You go to them and you do something called service arbitrage, right? Well, you say, I'm going to offer you to do this service for you for $400, and then you go to the guy on Fiverr and you say, I'm going to pay you $200. Now that difference, that's your money you keep, right? Excellent, excellent. All right, so all these pieces, you get all this information. You can export all of these as CSV, which you can import anywhere you want. I showed you the local B2B database. You can put that information in there, find out who's there, what companies are there, get their information, your online B2B database, find out their hourly wage, their minimum project size, those sort of things, and the page scraper we showed you. So we're going to give you, from all these, we're going to give you 10,000 leads that you select. Do I have an identical twin? I don't think I do, Dan. Is there something I should know here? Did I miss something? Okay. All right. So that is how we can get you the leads. Number 1 problem is get you leads. Number 2 is keeping those leads warm. It's so frustrating when you get a lead and it's gone because you didn't follow up on it. That's so frustrating. That's what's great about Pages by ConvertLead is it allows us to track and follow up. What does that look like in ConvertLead? It looks like our automations, right? I was showing you this before, how these automations work. You see how complicated they can get. Now, the text messaging and the calls can all be recorded in ConvertLead. And the other cool thing is you can use something, the platform you use for this is called Twillo, Twillo. Twillo gets you a VoIP phone number. So the idea here is that you have the ability to add a Twillo account. Now, well, how much is Twillo? You're going to charge me all this money. I'm not going to charge you anything. Twillo, you don't have to use Twillo. But you don't need to do the text messaging and the calls, but I suggest you do it because I think it's like $3 a month to get a phone number through Twillo. And that's like an 800 number. Not 800, it's like an 855. It's all free. But that's not really a big issue anymore with cell phones. But anyway, the idea here is that people are able to reach out to you. You're able to call them, do it all from your computer, right? Using another phone number, not your personal phone number. So you're able to text them, you're able to do that. All that integration is built in to this product. All right, so we're going to close some sales. That's the hardest thing, is closing those sales. We know that a new customer costs anywhere from 5 to 25 times more in both time and money than retaining an existing one. So one customer, easily lifetime value can reach up to 2,500x more profitable to keep that client and bring in those repeating sales. Now, I know there are other parts of a business, right? The product, the angle and such. But if you don't do these three things in this order, your business will fail every single time. So let me ask you, which of these three is the hardest problem for you? And yes, you can give me more than one answer. Which of these three is the hardest for you, for your business? Closing sales? 2? 1? Yeah, I understand. Number 1 is difficult. Getting leads can be very, very difficult. Yeah, okay. So I have a solution for these three. I've got a thing that will allow you to capture leads. Your website, 300,000 AI words. We're giving you social media connections, the KV leads, right? Those are all ways you can capture leads. Then I'm also going to give you the ability to nurture leads with notifications, automation, and communication, right? 300,000 AI words are included in that. Well, all those AI things work on every piece of this. The pages, it works in the ConvertLead, it works in all the pieces of it. It's fully integrated throughout it. We're going to show you how to close leads again and again, which just brings us back to the nurturing those leads so that we can close them again. It creates what we like to call this victorious cycle of profit, where it just continues over and over again. Not only that, I'm also going to give you I told you I'm going to let you start today. I've got some done for you business startup tools that you can use starting tonight, right away. I'm also going to give you a bunch of agency seats that you can sell at any price you want. Introducing, I've already been talking about this, you've seen it in action, is Pages by ConvertLead, right? So this is the basic version. This is the editor we showed you. Forget these numbers. I got a lot more for you, okay? All the pieces, the tab browsing builder, the style features are unlocked, the custom countdowns, all these pieces are in there for you today. Normally, this is $37 a month, but we're not going to do that to you. So I got more for you. I got more. We're going to look at a little bit more here. We're going to go with Pages by ConvertLead Extra Edition. What does that mean? You're going to get more extra. We're going to give you more projects. We're going to give you more domains. We're going to give you more views, more AI limits, more templates, more support as well. That's all included for the price we're looking at today. Now, normally for this, you would pay $97 monthly for this, but we're not going to do a monthly fee for you. All right. So what are we looking at so far here? We got a typo there. Sorry about that. We got a total value of $134 per month right now, but we're not there. Okay, we're not doing a monthly fee. I told you, right? So I've got for you. Now this is where ConvertLead comes in. This is ConvertLead Small Business Edition, right? This is one that's just for you. But don't forget, I'm giving you the agency, right? But I just want to show you what's included in today's offer. You can manage all of your lead records in one centralized database. All those pieces I showed you about managing leads, that's all what part of ConvertLeads is, right? Seamlessly gather leads from any platform and then put them through the same automation. Doesn't matter where they came from. You have total control over them. You're going to get the new lead alerts. You're going to get the email messages, the desktop calls, two-way text messages, push notifications, the blind calls to connect them to your sales team to win the business as soon as possible with your automated outreach flows. And I already told you, you're getting the app, right? The iOS app and the Android app and the web app, they all work interchangeably. They work, you can go from one to the other. Anything you change on one is going to change on the other. One master database. All right, so all that includes, here it is, unlimited campaigns, unlimited automations, unlimited integrations, unlimited agents, unlimited reminders. You see where I'm going with this, right? Unlimited leads, call recording, push notifications, two-way text messages. I think it's one of the coolest things on it, but I'm 54. I'm impressed by amazing shiny objects. Response time tracking, the mobile apps we talked about, the conditional actions I think are really cool too. And normally you would pay $47 monthly just for you to have your own version of this, okay? We're not doing a monthly fee, I told you, right? So we got all these pieces together. You're looking at $181 per month. But we're not done because I'm giving you the agency seats, right? Here are the agency seats, the agency advance. Now, a lot of people are excited about having something like this. Maybe you've used something like HubSpot, right? And you're like, oh, this is cool. But you know what HubSpot won't let you do? They won't let you sell their product. I'm going to let you sell it. We're going to give you 10 additional page licenses, 10 additional custom domains. We're going to give you the dream of selling something that you get to keep 100% of access of money for the access to it, right? Sell it as if it were your own. We're going to give you the 10 additional agency seats designed to help you build your monetization and lead generation agency empire. No more cost, no need to create your own software. So there's 10 projects on pages, 10 more custom domains, 10 client accounts to sell. You keep 100% of the sales or rental, however you want to market it to your buyers, right? Now, normally that's $197 a month. I'm sorry about that. I should say monthly. $197 monthly. We're not going to charge you that monthly fee. Well, that stuff comes out, you're looking at $378 per month. But I told you, I'm giving you the tools for business starting tonight. So I'm giving you the Pages by ConvertLead Business Kit. And the number one thing that starts off with is, boom, we're giving you a done-for-you business website that is set up for you so you can get up and running without having to design anything. You put your information in, bada bing, bada boom. Now you're thinking, but Lou, how will anyone pay me? I want to get paid for this. Well, we're going to give you a custom PayPal checkout integration with instructions, get you set up and running tonight. We're also giving you a whole bunch of done for you. Sales proposal templates, sales video scripts, telemarketing scripts, done for you rate cards, social media post templates, invoices, everything you need so that your business is up and running tonight. There's that list there in a little different format. Normally this kit would cost you $49. We're not going to do $49. Right? So we bring all these pieces together. You're looking at $427 per month. But I told you we ain't done yet. Because what we have for you next is the leads we've been talking about. I showed you KB Leads, how that works, how you have access to Google Places, local B2B database, the online B2B database, the page scraper, 10,000 lead credits, not just leads, okay? Pay attention. And of course, cross-database integration, which is how I showed you how you worked in one and pulled it into the scraper. Now, normally you would pay $67 for these 10,000 leads. We're not going to do that. All right, so here's everything. We're looking at $494 a month. Now, you extrapolate this, figure it out on an annualized basis. You're looking at, for just the commercial version, you look at $444 per year. For the Pages Extras, another $1164 a year, $564 a year for the small business, $2364 for the advanced, $49 for the business kit, and $67 for that. So you're total looking at over $4,600, right? $4,600. That's a big number. So Neil and I sat down with the accountant. We said, what can we do with this? And we said, well, why don't we go back to our agency option, right? The agency license, $197 a month. What if we were to do that on an annual basis? Just go with that as a starting point, a guide, right? Then you're looking at $2,364. And Neil's like, we don't really go with weird prices like that. Let's go with something level with we'll go to $1997. $1997. Now that's a nice price, but Neil wasn't happy with it. He says, there's one thing I need to take away. So he took away the one, right? So we ended up at $997 per year. That's a decent price, right? Would you say that that's a fair price? Throw that in the chat. Does that sound like a fair price for everything that we're giving you that normally charges over $4,600? Does that seem fair? I'm not going to ask you to take out your credit card right now. I'm just asking you, does this seem fair? Yes? I'm not asking if you're buying. I'm asking if this seems fair to you. Yes, seems fair. Okay. So, what we decided to do, because we know with everything with the economy right now and people still not working, we have said we're going to go inflation. Holy cow! We said we're gonna go against inflation and get people up and moving. We still need to cover our costs. So this is the number we're going with: $297 for 1 year, for the first year. Now, you're thinking, well, Lou, you're going to slam us with year 2, right? You bring us in, first one's free kind of thing. No, here's what we're doing for the second year. It's only $67. So what that means is after year 1, if you want to keep agency, it'll only be $67. If you don't want the agency, just want it for yourself, there's no additional cost. You keep everything else except for agency if you don't pay for the agency. But let's just say you got your 10 seats for your agency. Let's say you only sell 2 of them and you sell them at $20 a month, right? You sell them at $20 a month. Now you're bringing in $40 a month. Now you're at what, 480 something like that dollars a year, and it's only costing you 67 to keep that. I apologize if my math is off, right? So it seems like a good deal, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. All right. So here's what we're talking about doing here. We're going to go all these pieces together here, 46.52. But we're not just stopping there. I'm going to give you a money back guarantee, 14-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. That's how confident Neil and I are in this product. That if you try it out for 10, 12 days, sell a bunch of your leads, email to a bunch of leads, reach out, draw in some leads, nurture the leads, make some sales if you want, even keep the money if you decide to refund. If you say after 10 or 12 days, you're not, Lou, I don't want it. We'll do a full refund. No questions asked, no restocking fee. Let's put it this way. Neil is not waiting to get paid today so he can feed his family this weekend. All right. I told you 1.5 million last year. All right. Not to mention he's done this now since 2009 or something like that. He's been doing this, doing very well for himself. So the idea is we want to provide this service for you. So we offer this 14-day money back guarantee. But we're not just giving you the guarantee. I've got some bonuses for you as well. I'm going to give you traffic generating resources so you can grow more traffic. A client onboarding website questionnaire so you can understand what your clients are looking for so you can reach out to them. The Login Pro, Manager Pro, so you can get to work faster on your computer. The virtual sales bot so you can grow your business even as a solopreneur. Ads by Pro to help you understand how important ads can be and how to do them right. We believe so much in this that we're giving you 15 done-for-use Facebook ads. They come as a PSD, which is a Photoshop format, which is completely editable by you. If you don't have Photoshop, there's other ways you can edit Photoshop files online for free. Okay, so we're giving all those to you. We're also giving you a product called Box Niches. Box Niches allows you to understand how to utilize the power of niches to grow your business. We're giving you the customer list builder because it doesn't hurt to have more customers, right? I'll also give you a web copy that sells training, so you don't have to only rely on the artificial intelligence plugin. You're going to learn how to get web copy that actually sells. We're giving you ad sauce so you have a better understanding of your advertising and how to make that grow with simple ads. And finally, this last piece, or number 11, I want to get a little more detail in this for you here. Bonus number 11 is something I think Neil really undersells. Right? He says the value of this is like $497. I disagree. I think the value is $497 per session. Right? So what Neil's going to do, he's going to meet with you for 4 different sessions over the next few weeks to show you how to make 6 figures with pages. Now, Neil's the guy who's made over 1.5 million last year. Okay? So what I'm saying is he's going to give you training. Now, I'm not talking about tutorial. It's not going to be click here, click there. This is strategy from a man who has made millions of dollars online. He's going to give you strategy on ways you can monetize it with a variety of systems, okay? So that is coming up, and that's all included with what we have for you today, what you purchase today. All right, so we're giving you all the pieces we talked about here. We're giving you the pages, the Convert Lead Business Kit, the credits, all those pieces, one time, all of those, including the bonuses, which are valued over $2,700. And we're going to do that for simply $297 for year 1, and then after that, we're going to charge you $67 a year if you just want to keep agency. You can keep everything else without paying if you don't want agency after that. Okay, so all those pieces come together, and right now, I'm looking and seeing everybody that's here. Okay, I'm going to ask Bilal if he could throw that link in if you want to pick it up. We only have 7 slots. If you want to pick it up, I need you to throw in there. He's going to throw the link into chat. I'm going to see if I can get it here for us. Is it in the chat yet, Bilal? There it is. There is the link that will take you to the sales page. And I want to know when you're in, because like I said, we only have 7 slots. So I need to know when you are in so we can get you all set up. Okay? And we want to confirm that you are in, and we need to hear from you to understand that. So you need to let us know when you have gotten in. All right. Yeah, just throw it in the chat. Where did this go here? Sorry, I get moved around here. pxl.to/ncp. All right. You let me know if you're in. Go ahead. Just throw it in the chat. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. Good. So it's also your time to ask any questions, comments, thoughts, observations, inquiries, snide remarks, threats, or demands. What's happening? Boom. Jisoo says, I am in. All right, so we are down to 6 now. Let me know. I'm going to double check on what we call the back end here to make sure everything went through. Because you know how the internets are sometimes, right? You know what I'm talking about. Bum, bum, bum. Stepping up here. That's, yep. Okay. So I'm guessing the link works, right? I usually ask folks to test the link and make sure it works. Um, all right, let me see here. Jisoo, what is your, throw your email into the chat here because I'm not seeing you in the back end. All right. So yes, a bunch of us were chatting earlier. Awesome. Yeah, this is your time for questions, comments, thoughts, observations, inquiries, snarl remarks. Oh, what happened? What happened with Goldie? Yeah, well, basically, um, she listened to her little sister, Baby Bear, showed her the 3 simple steps to capture multiple integrations, allowing her to capture leads right from her Facebook ads, her page builder, or her blog. Then how to nurture them with mobile notifications, how to track, create automations, and call leads right from your computer, and then how to close them more and more and do a repeat closing using our proprietary response-based system. She said, you know what, that felt just right. So Goldilocks Bear grabbed the Pages by Convert Lead Deluxe bundle that Lou had told her about, and she grew her online business. See that smile? That can be you today. All right, so here's all the pieces we talked about. Are there any other questions? Bum, 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 bum. All right. Yeah, Lee. Lee, where are you at on this, buddy? Mike, I'm not sure how to answer that question. Give me a little more context on that, Mike. I'm offering you the bundle right here, buddy. On that page? Okay, that's the wrong page. Okay. Rod, yeah, that's the wrong page. You need to give me the bundle link. Let me see here. All right, folks. So this, I'm going to throw this into the chat. This is the actual bundle link here. There you go. Click on that. Hop over to get your bundle link. Sorry about that, Mike. Did that work for you, Mike? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see if that's the right bundle link there. Hold on a second, guys. Um, bum, 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 bum. Bundle. Oh gosh. 45628. Yep, that should be you, guys. All right, Jisoo. Okay, Jisoo, that was there was a little mix up here, Jisoo. That was actually just the basic version. That's just the commercial version. That doesn't include any of the convert leads pieces. With a mistake here, we'll make sure that someone gets beaten about the head with a wet noodle for that. Um, you hop over, you notice the price on there was a little less than what I was talking about because it doesn't include everything that we talked about, Jisoo. All right. So that second link is what you want to give you that. Ba, ba, ba. All right. Yeah, check that second link for me, somebody. Make sure that goes to the bundle page. It did for me, I'm pretty sure. All right. All right, Rod. Just double check that. Make sure that's yours, Rod. All right, so this is what you should be seeing, folks. I'll show you the page here. All right, so this is the pages bundle at a massive discount. Everything we talked about, right? Small Business Edition, the Agency Advanced, Convert Business Edition, the KV Leads, all the bonuses I talked about, right? The pages bundled, there's the pricing, right? So this is all the pieces that are included, all the bonuses I talked about, right? Just click on that puppy there, it'll take you over. Okay? All right. So Mike, are you in? I know you're looking for it, Mike. Can we count you in here? Looking. Okay. All right. And don't forget about that 14-day money back guarantee. Thank you, Rod. I heard the link works now. I clicked on it. Yep, takes us to the right place. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, so the link works again. pxl.to All right. So what I'm going to do is for the next 4.5 minutes, I'm going to give you a free one-on-one onboarding call, Mike. All right. If that's what you want to do, anybody who picks it up in the next 4 minutes, I will give you a free one-on-one onboarding call to get you up and running. So you get the product, play with it this weekend. We'll have our call next week. You'll have a chance to play around with it and know what you want to do or not. You'll have plenty of time if you want to change your mind and get the refund. But it's got to be now in the next less than 4 minutes now. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, observations, inquiries, snide remarks, threats, or demands? Bum, 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 bum. All right, yeah, Jisoo, I see your purchase here for the commercial version. Yep, it's right there. So if you want to hop over and grab the full version, that'll be awesome. We get you set up and get you up and running with our one-on-one call. We got, what, 3 minutes left? Yes, yes, yes. All right, Mark, Gary, where you at on this? I got you guys are still hanging out here. A bunch of other people. But I want to know where you are, Mark and Gary. Yes, I picked you out of the list. What are your questions, comments, thoughts, observations, inquiries, snide remarks, threats, or demands? Yes, you have 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I totally understand, but this is the time. This is when we're doing the launch. I can promise you the price will go up when the launch is over. And these deals won't be available except on this webinar right now. Yes, minute 45. Oh, that's you, Gary. Sorry about that. All right, so if you have been waiting for the last minute, Mark, now is the time. Good. Hey, folks, it has been fun hanging out with you this afternoon. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Stay out of trouble, kids. All right, look both ways before crossing. Um, yeah, the price ended in about 20 seconds. And all the bonuses, including my one-on-one call, which I'm not going to get anywhere else. Yep. If you tell me you're in, I will pause the timer. Looking for your clue. Just say I'm in, and I'll pause it, and I'll wait for you to go make the purchase. All right, folks. That's all we have today from Philly. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope to talk to you next time. All right. Bye-bye.